Hello, my dear students. Myself Sheikh Gulnaz. Now I am here with the topic of advent of the Europeans to India for the student of 7th standard, and it is a subject of social science. Students, it is the second chapter. First, it's A. There are for you. So now let us do the continuation of history here. In this chapter, students, you are going to learn introduction, that is on 17th May 1498, Vasco da Gama reached Calicut in thus discovering a new sea route to India. So these enabled the Europeans to come to India. This sea route helped the Portuguese, Dutch and French and Britishers to arrive in India for trade. So students, because of this, the reason they have introduced the new sea route by Vasco da Gama on 17th of May 1498, the peoples they arrived India and they does the trade businesses in our India and they have looted us. So now let us see how and what are the reason and causes. Now let us see here. The Portuguese, they came to India in the year 1498 and to 1961 CE. So on 17th of May 1498, Vasco da Gama reached Calicut in Kerala, thereby discovering a new sea route to India. Through this sea route, the Portuguese were the first among Europeans to reach India. Among their students, when they discovered the new sea route to India, the Portuguese are the first community, those who came to arrive to India. So they gained their trade monopoly with the eastern countries. So monopoly is nothing but, students, a single soul. He is a single person, those who are doing a business. So he was the Portuguese were the peoples, those who are doing a business for the eastern countries. Building colonial empire, propagation of the Christianity were their main aims. So they wanted to expand their community. They wanted to have that area to be Christians. So these are the reasons the Portuguese what they wanted after when they came to India. So now let us see the causes for the Portuguese rise, how they have been developed in our India. So here Zamorin, the king of Calicut, granted trade permission to voyagers. Vasco da Gama. Here student Zamarin, the king of Calicut. He was a king during the period when they entered to India. So he granted the permission of doing trade. Trade is nothing but, students, business. To the voyager, the person who came from the sea route, that is Vasco da Gama. Here the Zamarin is a king of Calicut, given permission to the Vasco da Gama for doing trade in our India. So this is the cause, first reason. Second, in 1509 CE, Albuquerque was appointed as governor viceroy of India. So in 1510 he captured Goa from the Sultan of Vijayapura. Until Portuguese left India, Goa remained as the capital of the Portuguese. So next, successive governors after Albuquerque established colonies at Diu, Daman, Salsattil, Bassein, Chaul, Mumbai, Santom and Hooghly in Bengal and other places. So when he became the person, that is Albuquerque, when he became a governor, viceroy of India, so what he does, he established the colonies in the places of India like Diu, Daman, Salsattil, Bassein, Chaul, Mumbai, Santom and Hooghly in Bengal and other places too. So these were the reasons, students, how they have been rise. So now let us see the causes for the decline of Portuguese. Yes, they have came to India, they ruled our Indians, they have looted us, then they came to decline. The possessions of strong navy by the Dutch and the English posed as a formidable challenge to the Portuguese. Formidable challenge is nothing but, students, a powerful challenge. That is the possessions of strong navy by the Dutch and English posed the peoples of other countries. They posed a formidable challenge to the Portuguese. So the Portuguese government officials became highly corrupt, losing their loyalty. Because to win the challenge, what they does, the officials became highly corrupt. So because of that, they lose their loyalty. So later reduce their government of pathetic conditions. Here students, after that they leave their government in pathetic conditions, nothing but in a sad condition. So the religious fanaticism was the reason for their decline. The religious sadness so was the reason for their decline. They attempt to convert the locals forcefully. So with the decline of Vijayanagara Empire, the trade declined. So these were the reasons, these are the causes by which the Portuguese were declined. So the Francisco de Almeida was the first Portuguese viceroy governor in India. They were the first among the Europeans to enter India, and the Portuguese happened to be the last among the Europeans to live in India. So Goa, Diu and Daman alone remained as Portuguese possessions, even though British rule ended in 1947, yet Portuguese did not leave our land. For the liberation of Goa, the native Indians resorted to non-violent protest, but the protesters were subjected to inhuman treatment. So ultimately in 1961, the Indian Navy chased away the Portuguese and liberated Goa. So students, here Francisco is a person. He was a person of Portuguese who was the first viceroy governor in India. So they were the first among the Europeans to enter into India, and the Portuguese happened to be the last among the Europeans to leave India. They were the first and also the last who came to India. They were the first, and who went back to their place, they were the last. So here students, what happened? Here Goa, Diu and Daman alone remained as Portuguese possessions. They were under the Portuguese. So here, even though British rule ended in 1947, yet Portuguese did not leave our land for liberation of Goa. So the native Indians resorted to non-violent protest, but the protesters were subjected to inhuman treatment. Though we were adopting a policy of non-violent, so then also they were not ready to leave. So then what happened? Ultimately in the year 1961, the Indian Navy chased away the Portuguese and liberated Goa. So in this way students, the Portuguese also came to India first and they went last. So next, now let us see the Dutch. After Portuguese, the other community came, that is of Dutch. They came to India in the year of 1596 and went back in the year 1792. Here students, after the Portuguese, Dutch from the Netherlands arrived in India. In 1602 CE, Dutch East India Company was established. In the year 1602 students, here the Dutch East India Company was established. This company obtained monopoly to trade with the industries in the East. Here students, this company obtained monopoly. Monopoly is nothing but a person who is doing a business in a particular place. He is a single person who is doing a business. He is the solo. So here students, to trade with the countries in the East, he was the only single doing trade business with the countries in the East. So it also came equipped with the mandate to wage battles or enter peace treaties with the local rulers. So he also equipped with the mandate, that is with the battles to enter peace treaties with the local rulers. Pulicat became the capital of the Dutch. So now let us see the Dutch trading centers here students. Here you have seen the Portuguese trading centers also, that is Daman, Diu and all. Next we have the Dutch trading centers, that is Agra, Machilipatnam, Surat, Karaikal, Nagapatnam, Cochin and such other places were Dutch trading centers in India. These are the places students where they have done a business, the peoples of Dutch. So decline of Dutch here. Dutch clashed with the English, but the English defeated the Dutch. Unable to face the English competition, the Dutch turned their attention towards the island of Southeast Asia. So the islands of Southeast Asia are Indonesia, Malaya, Thailand, Philippines, Cambodia. So students, what happened? They were fighting against with a clash. They were internal some arguments and all they were there between the Dutch and English. So, but the English defeated the Dutch. So, because of this, the Dutch peoples were unable to face the English competition. The Dutch turned their attention towards the island of that is Southeast Asia. Students, the Southeast Asia's islands we can see that is Indonesia, Malaya, Thailand, Philippines, Cambodia. So next, now let us see the after Dutch the Englishers were there, that they came to India in the year 1600 and went back in 1947 C. In the beginning, English followed peacefully trade as their policy. In the starting, they have started their business as in a peaceful manner. So, but they took advantage of the deteriorated political situation of India to establish their political supremacy. When they got to hear students about the Indians, their culture and all, they wanted the situation. After seeing the situation, they started to establish their political supremacy. So the merchants of England who aspired to have trade with the East countries founded the East India Company. So in the year 1600 C, so they established a trade links with the India with the permission of Queen Elizabeth. So they were having a plan, students, to conquer, to expand their trade and all in our India. So because of that, what they does, they with the permission of Queen Elizabeth, they started doing a business with the Indians. So next, what happened? In the beginning, East India Company ships were unshod at Surat ports. Sir Thomas Roy visited the court of the Mughal Emperor Jahangir in the year 1615 CE and obtained permission to trade in Surat. Later, trade centers were established at Agra, Ahmednagar and Bhuj. After this, they established trade centers at Kolkata, Madras and Mumbai. Kolkata was their first capital. Students, in the beginning, East India Company ships were unshod at Surat ports. So here the Britishers, that is Sir Thomas Roy, visited the court of Mughal Empire. That the role was by rolling was there of Mughals. The king was Jahangir in 1615 C. So 1615 C, and he obtained permission to do trade in the place of Surat. So later trade center was established in Agra, Ahmednagar and Bhuj. So after this, they established trade centers at Kolkata, Madras and Mumbai. After that, they started the business centers in Kolkata, Madras and Mumbai. So Kolkata was their first capital. Britishers. So gradually the profit of East India Company increased notably. Without the count, we cannot count, students. They have been started to develop. The company started to increase. So they obtained permission, dastaks, to trade without any tax in the Bengal province, the present Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. Here, students, they started to do the business in the Bengal provinces without paying taxes. So at in Agra from the Mughal Empire, Farrukh Siyara. These measures enabled the British to gain more strength. Because of this, what happened? Without paying taxes, they started to do the businesses. Because of that, what happened, students? They started to gain the strength. So the license issued by the British traders to conduct tax-free trade were known as dastak. So here, students, the license was issued by the Britishers to the Britishers traders to conduct tax-free trade, tax-free businesses were known as dastak. So in order to improve their strength, the Britishers built forts around their residential areas and trade centers. So they employed soldiers to protect their establishments and also stock arms and ammunitions. In a very short time, the English had a strong army. Students, what happened when in order to improve their strength, the Britishers built forts around their residential, wherever the area was there, wherever the places where they were using or doing the businesses, in that area they started to build the forts because to protect themselves. And they also employed soldiers to protect their establishment, the places, and also stock arms and ammunition too. In very short time, the English had a strong army. Got it, students? How they started slowly and how their invention was changed while they came to India. Now let us see the French. The French, they came to India in the year 1664 and went back in the year 1954 C. So French were the last among Europeans to reach India for trade. They established French East India Company in the year 1664 C. In India, the French opened their first warehouse at Surat in the year 1668 CE. Within a short time, they established their trade centers in different parts of India. So students, you can see here, French were the last among the Europeans to reach India for the trade. These were the last community of Europeans who came to India, and they established the French East India Company in the year 1664 CE. In India, the French opened their first warehouse at Surat in the year 1668 CE. Within a short time, they established their business centers in different parts of India. Within a short time, that means they have their planned first. So next we have, that is the French trade centers. Which are the trade centers of France? Now let us see here. They opened their trade centers at Pondicherry, Machilipatnam, Calicut, Maha, Karaikal and Chandranagar. So Pondicherry was their first capital of the French, was the capital. So students, here these are the places where they have started their business centers, that is Pondicherry, Machilipatnam, Calicut, Maha, Karaikal and Chandranagara. Pondicherry was the capital of the France, and Dupleix, the governor of the French, increased the influence of French in Hyderabad and Karnataka's regions. So east of Tamil Nadu, with his clever diplomacy, many battles took place between the French and the British, and they are called as Carnatic War. So here students, the Dupleix is a person, the Governor General of the France, increased the influence of France in the places like Hyderabad and Carnatic regions east of Tamil Nadu. With his clever diplomacy, with a clever diplomacy, many battles took place between the French and the British, and they were called the Carnatic Wars. The war which were taken place between French and the Britishers, the wars were known as Carnatic Wars. Now let us see the causes for the French decline. The French army commanders in India were not given complete support by the government of the France. So here students, the French army commanders in India were not given complete support by the government of France. So the political confusion and revolutions changes took place in France. This led to their decline in India. So the French Navy was not superior to the English Navy. So here students, how they have been declined here is, the political confusion was there in between them, and the revolution is nothing but gradual, slowly changes that has been taken place in France. So this led to their decline in India, and the French Navy was not superior. If we compare with English army, they were not that much of skillful, and they were not having that much planned and all. So this was the reason students why the French came to decline. So here students, chronological order is there, who came first and all. Date wise, Britishers East India Company 1600 CE, Dutch East India Company 1602 CE, next French East India Company 1664 CE. Here students, the map image is there. You can see the European settlements is there here students. You can see on the map here, these are the places which were under Britishers. Here these are the places where they have started their business and all. Here these areas which are filled with yellow. So got it students? What about the advent of the Europeans to India, how they came and how they have been declined and all. Next the exercise is there based on these topics and all, that who were the first Europeans to reach India for trade, who discovered the sea route to India, name the capital of the Dutch, when was the British East India Company established, name the trade centers of the French, who was the Mughal Emperor who granted Dastak to the British. These are the questions which are under this topic, students, regarding to this topic. So you have to solve these questions. Next, discuss in groups and answer the following. List out the causes responsible for the decline of Portuguese in India. What were the causes that led to decline of the French? So next we have that is match the following. Match the items with the list A with the information given in the list B. So here Portuguese, Dutch, French, English. On the part B, the capitals were given Pondicherry, Kolkata, Pulicat and Goa. So these are the places where they have done the businesses. So you have to match with the correct answer. So here draw a map of India and locate the early European settlements. So this is all about the students' advent of the Europeans to India. I hope you all understood this chapter, students. If you have any doubt and questions related to this topic, you can ask me. So thank you for watching my video, students.